I soon found that the Aetherius Society had a website and a Facebook page, and there was a workshop that I could attend not far from where I lived, and I came for the one-day course.
Yes.
Which was lovely, to meet the lovely people, to be shown how to do the technique properly, and to have a chance to practice that on other people and experience it as well.
Yes.
And it was quite remarkable how the more that you do this, the more that you feel the energy flowing.
And I think you went home shortly after that, and can you tell us what happened after that?
Well, the day after, actually, I visited my mum, who had a fall, perhaps about a month before, maybe a bit longer, but she had been to the hospital and been told there was no fracture, but she was getting a lot of pain in her right shoulder, in her left shoulder, and I asked her that if I could practice the healing, and I told her that I'd been on the workshop, and she was quite open-minded about it and was quite happy for me to do this. And as she sat, and as I had my hands at either side of her arm, very still, I began to feel the heat in my hands, but more significantly, I heard what I can only describe like clicking sounds. The sort of sound that if you moved your arm or moved a limb, it would click, but there was no movement because she was sitting quite still, my hands were quite still, and it was a kind of repeated click, 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 quite distinctive, and it was quite astonishing. I was quite astonished, but I knew that it was something that must be happening, and at the same time I was feeling the energy in my hands. Afterwards, I asked if she'd noticed it. She said she didn't hear it because she'd taken her hearing aid out. Yeah. But she said, and these were her words, she said, I could feel the bones moving inside my arm. Now, that was quite remarkable because I'm not from a medical background, I'm a teacher. I don't have any particular knowledge of anatomy, and I wasn't thinking, oh, this and that needs to change, this needs to happen. I don't know what was happening, whether it was some calcium deposits or whatever it was, but the point was that it made me realise that this energy must have some kind of intelligence. It must have some kind of intelligence to know where to go and what to do to fix something that is quite independent of the knowledge I bring. And I'm simply bringing myself as a facilitator, wanting to help, just having a genuine desire to help someone get well.
Yes.
And it seems to just sort of know what to do and where to go, in spite of my lack of understanding and knowledge.